Hello, my dear friends. How are you today? I'm so happy you're here with me. Learning English sometimes feels like a mountain. So high, so heavy, and maybe even impossible to climb. Many learners believe they must study for hours every day, read long grammar books, and memorize endless lists of vocabulary. But let me share a secret with you. Fluency does not come only from long study sessions. Real progress comes from small daily habits. Yes, just 5 minutes a day can create big results if you use those minutes wisely. Think about it. 5 minutes may sound too little, but what matters is not the time. It's the consistency. If you spend 5 minutes every day listening, speaking, or reading in English, your brain receives a daily signal. It learns to expect English. Slowly, English becomes a natural part of your life, like brushing your teeth or drinking your morning tea. Just like a drop of water can shape a stone, small habits shape your language. Let me give you an example. One of my students, Maria, always said she had no time to study English. She worked all day, took care of her family, and felt tired at night. But I asked her, "Can you give me 5 minutes?" She said yes. So every morning, while making coffee, she listened to a short English podcast. Only 5 minutes. At first, she didn't notice any change. But after 1 month, she realized she understood more phrases. After 3 months, she could follow conversations that used to confuse her. She told me, "Teacher, I feel like English is entering my ears automatically." That's the power of 5 minutes. Now you might be asking, what can I do in 5 minutes? The answer is many things. You can listen to one English song, repeat the chorus, and feel the rhythm. You can watch a short video and repeat one useful sentence. You can open a book and read just one page out loud. You can even talk to yourself in English. Describe the weather, your feelings, or your plans. The goal is not perfection. The goal is connection. The more you connect with English daily, the faster fluency comes. But here's an important truth. Many learners make mistakes with short practice. Some people think, it's only 5 minutes, so it doesn't matter if I skip. They skip 1 day, then 2 days, then 1 week. And soon the habit is broken. That's why you must respect those 5 minutes. Treat them like an appointment with yourself. Even if you are busy, even if you are tired, keep your promise. Those 5 minutes are your gift to your future self. Another mistake learners make is trying to do too much in 5 minutes. They read a difficult article, try to memorize 10 new words, or study advanced grammar rules. This creates stress and frustration. Remember, 5 minutes is not for heavy study. It's for light, natural contact with English. If you enjoy it, you'll continue. If it feels heavy, you'll stop. So choose easy, fun activities for your short practice. Smile, relax, and let English be your friend, not your enemy. Think of it this way. If you practice 5 minutes daily, that's 35 minutes a week, 2 hours a month, and 24 hours in a year. That's 1 full day of English practice without pressure. And because it's daily, your brain will remember more. You won't need to start again each time. That's the magic of small, consistent habits. So, my dear learners, let me encourage you. Don't wait for perfect conditions. Don't wait for hours of free time. Start today with just 5 minutes. Play a short video. Repeat one phrase. Talk to yourself in the mirror. Do it every day, and watch the results grow like a tree. The 30-day phrase. Challenge. 5 minutes a day. Big results. Week 1. Listen and repeat. In the first week, your only job is to train your ears like a child learning their first language. For the first few days, simply listen. Podcasts, short videos, or even children's shows. And don't push yourself to understand every word. Gradually begin repeating 1 or 2 phrases that you hear, copying the rhythm and tone of the speaker. Towards the end of the week, sing along with a line from an English song, or choose one favorite phrase and repeat it several times with energy. By the 7th day, you'll notice that English starts to sound more familiar, and your brain begins catching the flow naturally. Week 2. Speak out loud. The second week is all about moving fluency from your head to your mouth. Start with short self-talk, describing what you are doing in simple sentences like, I am making tea, or the weather is warm. Slowly add more variety by naming objects around you, practicing greetings, and using common phrases in different situations. Recording your voice, speaking in front of a mirror, and even talking to yourself for a minute or 2 every day will boost your courage. By the end of the week, you should be able to talk freely for a few minutes without stopping. And more importantly, you'll start feeling comfortable hearing your own English voice. Week 3. Learn words in action. In the 3rd week, the focus shifts to making vocabulary part of your daily life. Instead of memorizing long lists, choose just a few useful words or phrases and practice them in real sentences. For example, if the word is delicious, use it while eating. This soup is delicious. If the word is angry, connect it to real situations. My brother is angry because of traffic. You can also borrow phrases from videos, stories, or conversations and try using them in your own day. By repeating each new word in 3 or more personal sentences, you'll stop forgetting them. At the end of this week, review your best words and celebrate how natural they now feel. Week 4. Read and connect. The 4th week helps you strengthen your fluency through fun reading. Choose things you enjoy. Short stories, comics, news headlines, or even subtitles on YouTube. Read aloud to practice pronunciation. Copy interesting lines, and try retelling the story in your own words. If you like, Act out a short dialogue from a comic or storybook to make it lively. By the end of the week, you'll discover that reading is no longer a stressful study task, but a fun way to meet new phrases and ideas in English. Final days. Build the habit. The last 2 days are about bringing everything together. Take a few minutes to talk about your day, using the phrases and words you've collected over the month. Push yourself to speak for 3 minutes or more, and then record a short video of yourself. When you compare this with your first week, you'll hear the difference. Clearer sentences, smoother flow, and stronger confidence. These days remind you that fluency doesn't come from perfection, but from steady practice, small steps, and daily habits. My friend, in just 1 month, you'll see that English doesn't need to be stressful or heavy. With listening, speaking, using words in action, reading for fun, and staying consistent, English becomes natural. And the best part, you'll now have a daily habit that keeps growing even after the 30 days are done.